What's up? So we got Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai here, and today we'll be talking about one of the worst people in Cobra Kai in Miyagi-do karate, Sam LaRusso, and why she's terrible. Why her terrible actions have caused some terrible stuff to happen. Yeah. So basically, we have to talk about Sam LaRusso and why she's kind of the worst character on television. Some people might not want to watch this video if you're big Sam lovers, but if you're big Sam haters, you better watch this video because I'm not saying that Sam's a bad character. She just makes some bad decisions. And nothing against Mary Mauser. I'm not saying that I dislike Sam. I'm just saying Sam is kind of the worst person. Nothing that I don't like her personally. I just say that for 4 seasons, Sam LaRusso has been the worst character on the entire show. And where did that all start? In the very first episode of the season, of course, where Sam crashes Johnny's car, drives away because she thinks he's scary, and basically doesn't tell her parents at all. But then she goes on date Miguel, and that's Sam's first. I'm not saying in this season I'm agreeing with Miguel's actions of pushing Robbie down, but it was Sam's fault why Miguel felt this way, why he felt the way that he did, because Sam just basically didn't tell her dad about Miguel until the 4th season, and didn't tell her dad anything about Miguel. And then when Miguel saw her with Robbie, he got a little, jealous, and that caused them to break up. And then she dates Robbie, which is an okay relationship, but I'm just saying, if she would have just told her dad about Miguel in the beginning, she and Miguel would have been fine. But no, that is 2 points for Sam on the terrible person charter. I know it's a relationship, and also her friend crashed Johnny's car before she had her friend, or Dimitri's girlfriend, crashed Johnny's car before they even knew Johnny. But still, they had to find out from a guy that they don't like rather than their own child. So is that bad on Sam's part? The Miguel thing is kind of on her because she and Miguel could have rioted it out in season 1, but that's on her. She could have told her dad about Miguel. They could have met, but no, she didn't. So and Miguel was going to do it until he saw Robbie, which caused him to get drunk. And Sam just doesn't. She just says that her mom took her phone. Like, okay, then we go to season 2 of Cobra Kai, because obviously. So the bad thing Sam does is accuse Tori of stealing her mom's wallet. If Tori even says that she didn't do it, but Sam still decides to strike first, and Tori decides to pull Sam back and push her into the fruit bowl. But it's kind of like this whole even the Sam and Tori rivalry makes no sense. It's just based on this. Like, that's the whole rivalry. Sam accused Tori. Now Tori dislikes Sam, and it's just like, come on, show. Yeah, and also, Sam also kisses Miguel while drunk, which causes Robbie to find out in the next episode. Find out in the season finale, the next episode. So he accidentally kicks Miguel off the rail. So yeah, but yeah, so Sam. So yeah, but then in season 3, that's where we get one of Sam's terrible. This is where this season just goes horribly for Sam as a terrible character, because she strikes first against Hawk. She attacks Hawk and the Cobra Kais when they were basically doing nothing, which causes Dimitri to get his arm broken. So basically, and then she tells Amanda her side of the events, that Cobra Kai attacked them. But no, Sam did it. Sam attacked Cobra Kai. It's all Sam's fault. Sam's the reason why Dimitri got his arm broken. Sam's the reason. Yeah, this is basically it. This season is basically this is all Sam's fault. Because I know the school fight was Tori's fault, but Sam kind of had involvement in it too, as I keep hearing everyone saying on YouTube video. But I'm just saying, season 3 is Sam's terrible season. Because she decided to get into she pushes Hawk, which she knows the teacher, the counselor Blatt, is watching, but she still does it anyway. Hawk plays it off as, oh, she tries to get into a soccer match with him. She attacks the Cobra Kai's and basically tells Amanda that it was the Cobra Kai's fault why Dimitri got his arm broken, which caused her to confront Kreese, but that's not actually true. All that scene was Sam's fault, because Hawk and the gang didn't do it. Hawk and the Cobra Kai were doing nothing. They were just standing there, and when they showed up, when they turned off the lights, and Hawk was like, "Oh, what do you want?" She's like, "Payback," and so Sam rushes in, starts to fight, and when Hawk breaks Dimitri's arm, that's her fault, because Hawk was just hanging out with his buddies, and he may have vandalized Chris's store, but before that, he was just hanging out with Cobra Kai buddies. So if it wasn't for Sam intervening, Dimitri wouldn't have had to been to the hospital. I'm sorry, Sam, but you're blaming the Cobra Kai's when it's your fault all along? I'm sorry, Sam, but that takes the cake as one of your terrible moments. Because you blame Dimitri, you blame Cobra Kai, you basically tell Amanda that, oh, Cobra Kai's broke Dimitri's arm. But no, it was Sam's fault. Because Sam's like, she wants payback against Sam and gets into a fight and only stops fighting when she sees Tori and gets into her PTSD phase, which I'm not saying PTSD, but I'm just saying, this whole fight was Sam's fault. It's her fault why Dimitri got his arm broken. It's her fault why he ended up in the hospital. She blamed Cobra Kai for her mess. And then in episode 9, Robbie sees Sam and Miguel kissing, and yeah, that's also Sam's fault too. Like, Sam tries to play it off as like she didn't know he was in juvie, but she wrote him messages. How would she have not known he was in juvie? She wrote him messages. How could she have not known he was getting beaten up in juvie? Or did she know he was at juvie at all? Which is it, Sam? Did you not know he was getting beaten up? Or did you not know, if you did not know he was in juvie, how did you write him emails? Because he wouldn't have been able to, but then Robbie breaks up with her, and she and Miguel just get back together, proving that Robbie's relationship meant nothing to her, because she just immediately gets back together with Miguel in the very next episode, proving that, I'm guessing to Sam, she could just get back with any guy she wants, because she got together with Robbie, and as soon as he's like, sorry, we're over, next episode she's like, oh, I'm gonna be kissing my ex-boyfriend now. Come on, Sam. That's just a terrible character. And oh boy, was season 4 my least favorite Sam moment. I did not like Sam in this season. I feel like she was ruined beyond belief in season 4. Because, okay, do you know why I feel like she was ruined in season 4? Okay. There are 2 episodes, episode 6 and episode 8, where I feel like Sam was just ruined for me as a character. Sam finds out after, I'm not saying that the whole Tori and Sam rivalry is okay. I'm just saying Sam and Tori should just get over this. So, anyway, I'm going to get back to why season 4 ruined Sam for me as a character. Because, 1, it ruined Sam for a character for me because of one thing, and that's because she finds out that she's mad that Tori's being allowed into school. She goes to Aisha for help. Aisha tells her a story that basically means befriends. Basically, like when Aisha went to her new private school, she thought that she was gonna have a bully, but that bully ended up being her friend. So she basically takes that as a, Tori, you can tell my parents all the sob stories you want, but I don't believe you. Crap off. Sam, what is wrong with you? And then in season 8, episode, oh boy, episode 8 ruined the character of Sam Larussso for me. Because this Sam really blamed Miguel for all of the things that they were both doing. At prom, Sam looks at Robbie. Miguel looks at Tori. They're both looking at their exes, and Sam blames Miguel for looking at Tori the entire time. And then also Miguel's like, hey, why are you starting a fight? And she makes up this excuse like, oh, she's the only one, she's taking what Johnny said and fighting back, and she's the only one that can start a fight. Like, I think that's what she said. But it's like, come on, Sam. And then when Tori and Robbie are having fun, Sam's yelling at Miguel for whatever reason. This just made me not like Sam. I feel like they really write Sam as the most horrible person in this whole show. In season 4, Sam was the worst character in the show because my notes basically write it off as I take Sam. I don't think Sam is worse. I don't think Daniel LaRusso, her father, is the villain of the show. I think Sam is. I think Sam is the ultimate antagonist, pretending to be a good person, because my whole list of what she's done proves it. And then in the final 2 episodes of the show, episodes 6 and 8, she just makes me dislike her. I feel like Tori was a better character in this season than Sam, because at least Tori had a sort of redemption arc with Amanda helping her, and at least Tori did win the tournament, but she did go back to see Sam if Sam was all right before the Cobra Kai's picked her up and dragged her out of there. At least Tori was okay, went back to see if Sam was okay. At least Tori had a little bit of humanity. Sam LaRusso is she did what Sam has done. She dated Miguel. She dated Robbie. Then she dated Robbie again. Then she dated Miguel. Actually, she dated Kyler. Then she dated Miguel. Then she dated Robbie. And then she dated on Miguel again. Some people say that Sam cheated on Miguel, or Sam cheated on Sam. No, that's a different character. That's Pam from The Office. People feel like she cheated on Roy with Jim, but I'm just saying, Sam did cheat on Robbie with Miguel. She didn't even feel sad that they were broken up. Next episode, she's just kissing Miguel. Like, come on, Sam. Maybe Sam should be on Cobra Kai. Maybe Sam should be on Team Cobra Kai, because in some episodes, she feels like she's embracing the Cobra Kai mentality. She struck first against Hawk. She struck first against Hawk again. We don't even get to see how her and Eli develop when Eli joins Miyagi-Do. We don't even get to see that. How they bury the hatchet after one season of him being mean to her. We don't even see how they reconcile that. We're just supposed to say, they're on the same team now. They're okay. Show. That's not how you do a story. I already did my History of Hawk video which I liked doing. It was a great video. Hawkeye's the best character. Eli was the best character on the show. So, what do you think Sam would have done if she wasn't all out? Cobra Kai would have obviously been shut down, but now it's not, and that's why this channel has been rebranded back to its original name, Cobra Kai, because I realized that Cobra Kai won the tournament. So I had to go back to the original name. But still, I totally think that Sam is kind of the worst character on this show. Do I think she'll get any sort of like, maybe in season 5 she'll be a better person, or maybe she'll just continue on the road of making me dislike this character even more. We'll have to see. Will Sam be good in season 5, or will she be even worse? Will she be even horrible? Because some people have like Andy Drew, I think that's his name. Andy Drew Langhell has made some video. I think I'm getting that name right. Shout out to him for making a Sam is terrible in season 3 and season 4 video. I watched both of them. I really liked it. It was really good. That kind of inspired me to make this video. I always had time to make this video, but I really liked this video. Shout out to all the Cobra Kai YouTubers. Cobra Kai Kid, Cobra Kai Theory, Cobra Kai Nation. All the Cobra Kai videos that I watch. Shout out to them. They may not be watching this video because there are some Sam likers. Obviously, there are some Sam lovers. But I'm kind of in between. There are some episodes where Sam is okay, but there are some really, really episodes where it just makes you dislike her. Mary Mauser, I think Mary Mauser is a great actress. Like, she was perfect for Sam because she's a great actress. But here's some missed potential that they could have done. There was a deleted scene where she threatens Hawk, I think. So that kind of puts her up on the scale of even worse character. And that was a deleted scene in season 3. I don't know why they deleted that scene. That scene could have made me dislike Sam even more than I already do. Because season 3 and 4 Sam was really awful. I guess season 2 and season 1 were just bringing out the character. But season 3 and season 4 just made me dislike her. I just didn't think Sam was all that stellar of a character. She wasn't my favorite. But will season 5 really change my opinion? Is Sam the best character, or is Sam the worst character on? Is Sam the worst karate kid? Is Sam the worst karate kid that we've? I'm gonna call it Karate Kid because we've only had two girl karate kids in television. We've had we've only had Joey Pierce and Sam and Tori, so that's 3. But I'm talking about, we've only had 2 Miyagi-Do females in the Cobra Kai verse. And I hope they bring Joey Pierce back for season 5. Season 5, they brought back Chosen for season 3. And they brought back Terry for season 4. Why not bring back Joey Pierce? Or why not bring back, like, Dutch? Why not bring back any of those characters? Yeah, but anyway, I'll see you next time. Cobra Kai. Remember to strike first, strike hard, no mercy. And remember that Cobra Kai never dies.